I'm Ashley DeVorkin for Fox 411. Country music singer Rory Feek of Joey and Rory just released a new book sharing more of his life story and his love story with his wife Joey, their journey and what they faced as Joey lost her battle with cancer last year. The book is called This Life I Live, One Man's Extraordinary, Ordinary Life and the Woman Who Changed It Forever. Rory, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me today.
And let's talk about this as well as your blog. You've shared so much in your writing. So what inspired you to do this in the first place, just to share all of this?
Well, Joey and I had had a pretty successful music career, and we had been working for a good while and decided to take 2014 off. She was pregnant and about to have a baby, and we just thought we would simplify our lives. So at the beginning of the year, it was her idea for me to start writing a blog. So I figured out how to do that, and I started filming our lives at the same time. And the year just turned out a little differently than we expected. Our little one was born with Down syndrome, and then Joey was diagnosed with cancer not long after that. And I documented it all through the blog, and we just kept doing that over the next couple of years. And when the cancer came back and the story got picked up on a wider scale, we were just continuing to tell the story we had already been telling.
And did the process help you, even knowing so many people were following your story, and I'm sure you heard from them?
Yes. It helped me a lot. It also helped Joey because, you know, to go through it, all that she had to go through, and to think that maybe it could be an encouragement to others was wonderful for her. But also that we had an amazing time. Even though it was terrible, it was about as beautiful as it can be. It was a long goodbye. We were there for 5 months after the treatment stopped, and we were in Indiana, in her hometown, with her family, and we had some amazing experiences together, and we captured all those. So it's been amazing to have those, and also now to look back on it myself. I appreciate the blog even more.
Yeah, and then in the book, so you start actually by talking about your childhood and hardships that you faced and admissions maybe you thought you'd never be writing about.
Yeah.
So why was that important to you to include?
Well, because I wanted to be able to share the perspective that my wife and I have on our life and on our marriage. One of the things that makes our love story so special is we know how far we've come to be there. It wasn't always that way for us as a couple and also individually. So we talked about it back when Joey was still here with me, and she knew I was going to be writing a book, and she wanted me to be as honest as possible because that's a big part of our story.
And then, of course, you talk about meeting her and how she impacted, as you say, your character. So talk about that a little bit. And also some of the most special moments for you to revisit as you put this together.
Well, the great thing about a book is that you revisit your life, you know, or our life together, and you see it a little differently. You have some perspective, some distance between when it happened and how you're looking at it now. So I could see things in a better way. And some of the things that made a big difference to me is being able to see what an impact Joy made on my character because her character was so strong. Her impact on my faith because she was such a godly woman. And her faith was stronger than mine, but she wanted me to lead her, and she let me lead her. She didn't want to take over. She wanted me to be the man, and she wanted me to be the leader of our family and also just our faith. And so, but really, she's the leader because she had it stronger inside of her, and it's her example that leads me on today.
Well, that is one of the things that obviously the role that faith plays in your life is throughout the book. What is something else, because people, they'll know your music, the TV show, but that you hope that they get to know more about you and Joey from this book?
I think it'd be nice for people to realize that it's not just this magical fairy tale story, that there's more to it than that, that we've both had a lot of growth in our lives, in our characters, and in our marriage, and I think that maybe that will make it more relatable to people. That's what I would hope more than anything else.
And I know that you just won the Grammy for the album, the Gospel Roots album. Talk about the significance of that, of when for this album in particular, because you do discuss how important it was to Joey to make this album.
Yes. When, well, we'd had a successful career, and then Joey got to a place where she said, listen, let's make this gospel album I've always wanted to make of hymns. And so we made plans to do it, and in the midst of that, she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And we went in the studio and started recording, and all through it she would sing in hotel rooms and do her vocals and things like that while she did chemo and radiation. But we didn't think it was our last album. We just thought it was the next album we were making. We were very hopeful that Joey would get better. But in the end, it came out just a couple of weeks before Joey passed away. And that was special for her to know that not only did she get to make it, but she gets to leave it for our children and for other people. And now it's gone on to do so well. And of course, to be on that stage receiving the Grammys, incredible.
Yeah, and will you continue to blog and share how you're doing, how you and Indiana are doing?
I will. Yes, I will.
All right. Well, great. Thank you so much, Rory.
Thank you for having me today. Good to see you again.
Coming by. And Rory's book, This Life I Live, is available now. Thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Dvorkin.